Testing, 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 testing. Testing, 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 testing. Okay. Good morning. My name is Gabriel, and today I'm tapping on procrastination. Before I begin, I'm going to start off with my prayer. Welcome to join me. Otherwise, get yourself a coffee or something, and we'll get started in less than 5 minutes. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Forgive our debtors as we forgive our debts. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive our trespassors. Forgive our trespassers as we forgive our trespasses. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. Thank you, God, for this day. Thank you, God, for all the blessings, miracles, and gifts of this day. Thank you, God, for my life. Thank you, God, for who I am. Thank you, God, for joy. Thank you, God, for peace. Thank you, God, for love. Thank you, God, for your kindness. Thank you, God, for returning our daughter back to us. Thank you for your resources. God, if there are any messages you have to share with me at this time, please do so. Thank you. Okay. Let's see, where are we here? Yeah, that's something I gotta do right now. You sure about that? Ay, ay, ay. The idea came to me that for the 1000 days live streaming, it should fit the theme of where I'm going for True North. Instead of being like 1000 days of streaming, just because I think it should be like 1000 days of streaming for like a metaphor for transformation. Or it should be 1000 days of streaming to document where I'm going. ... So I'm thinking that the series playlist could be either the following: colon, new line, a metaphor for transformation, colon, day 1 of 1000, new line, the road to 1000, colon, day 1 of 1000, ... new line, the road to 1000, colon, day 1, ... new line, the road to success, colon, day 1 of 1000, ... new line, going north, colon, day 1 of 1000, open parenthesis. This is like the metaphor for me going to my true north, colon, close parenthesis, new line. And then there's the road to for purpose. Fulfilling my purpose, colon, day 1 of 1000, colon, new line, doing Dharma, colon, day 1 of 1000, colon, new line, new line. Please evaluate what I'm saying here, because the idea behind the live stream is to document. And I want to document what I'm leaving behind. I want to document my legacy. I want to document what I've accomplished over 1,000 days. And I want to show what I've done. I want to show my work over these 1,000 days. So I don't know if I can say showing my work and then have that be the title, or if it should be documenting my day or documenting my Dharma or something like this. But I think it should be like a show, like 1,000 episodes minimum of a show. ... Please evaluate and grade what I'm saying here, and if it makes any sense to have a series when I'm just documenting live streams that I do every day, then tell me what should be the theme, basically. ... Obviously, I'm not going to necessarily do it to where I have people necessarily commenting or whatever. It's literally just documenting. And it's documenting my deep work. It's documenting my inner work. It's documenting what I do the first 8 hours of the day, basically. 8 hours of the day, basically. ... So the keywords are deep work, comma, showing my work, comma, 1,000 days of live streaming, comma, focusing on systems, comma, fulfilling my purpose, comma, and whatever else you can find out of these keywords, period. Basically, the idea here is that I want to show that I have been, right, even moving the needle, colon, day 1 of 1,000 could be another potential idea. But either way, I want to evaluate, and I want your help helping me evaluate whether that makes sense to do. Like Gary Vee had the Daily V, where he was making daily vlogs. And I want to do vlogs, VLOGS, ... I want to do something where I'm documenting these next 1,000 days. And I'm building my systems, I'm documenting, I'm creating, and I'm telling my story. ... How should I package this? Do I just leave it abstract and just, just record for the next 10,000 days? Or do I actually package this as like, this is 1,000 days. What can I accomplish in these 1,000 days? ... Question mark. All right, how do I do this? Do they even have that still? Ah. Oh, that's cool. Alright, it's just add section. Fuck. I will get there. Alright, what does it say here? You're making sense. The 1,000-day thing only becomes powerful when it's anchored to a promise. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's great. Mm. Going north. Mm. Wait, how do I create a... Oh, yeah, that's right. Hmm. Oh, shit, how do I create a place? Whatever. Whatever, that's a waste of time right now. Okay, here we go. Oh, right. An idea came to me to pin this as a comment. An idea came to me to make it so that if someone really wants to comment on the live stream and interact with me, they have to be subscribed and wait 24 hours. ... This is to act as a protection buffer for me so that if someone really does want to interact and comment, number one, I know that they're more invested into the channel. And number two is that when it comes to doing my deep work, I'm not distracted with messages that are irrelevant. And I am focused on what I have to do. So I'm only literally going to be responding to people that like they have something of value to share with me. ... Having said that, I'm wondering how should I word this comment, colon. Please help me grade this comment that I would plan to pin every live stream out of 100% in terms of its effectiveness, comma, and if it's not above a 98, comma, suggest something else. Suggest at least 3 alternatives. ... And make the writing all lowercase, but grammatically correct in all lowercase. ... What I like about the live stream idea that I'm going to be doing is that, number one, I'm not going to fucking I'm not going to hide anymore. I'm going to show. I'm going to make sure I show. Mm, true. That's pretty good. All right, that's good enough. Let's get to work here. Yes, that's an asset. Excuse me. No, there you go. Yeah, that's pretty simple. That's much easier. Yes. Let's pin it. That's pretty simple, right? Cool. 100% good. All right, finally. Getting to it now. I wasn't gonna procrastinate on implementing that, and I'm getting ready to do this 1,000 day live stream show. And like, it just came to me yesterday. What if I do 1,000 days of live streaming and I have a story arc here for this and showing this? And I'm noticing that I'm procrastinating on doing certain things. What is the word I'm looking for? It becomes important to get these things set up now and to get this going. And this is what I'm doing. I'm doing the ideation aspect of this. So this is pre 1,000 day live stream. This is me live streaming leading up to the live streaming, I guess, is how I can see it. Oh, what am I doing? Either which way, I recognize that there's a part of me that is waiting for the perfect moment to strike. And there was a part of, this has been around for a while. But now I'm kind of thinking, okay, you know what? Why am I trying to fight this? There's a part of me that has ideas. There's a part of me that executes. There's a part of me that wants it to be perfect. And before, what I've done in the past was I've taken action when it wasn't perfect. I've gone that route too, where it wasn't perfect. However, I don't know how much that serves now sometimes. I get it, like you have to, the conditions are never going to be right. That's for sure. However, I think that if you're building a business, at least from this stage of my journey, what I have come to realize is that building a business is fucking work. It's not necessarily that hard, but it is work. And unless you're willing to ask yourself, what is it that someone needs? What's the value that I can bring to people? What are people searching for? And then be willing to go through the process of iterating and being like treating it professionally, where you're keeping scorecards and you're tracking metrics, KPIs, all that stuff, OKRs. It's fucking work. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard because you're thinking like an amateur. You're thinking, oh, I'm just gonna make cash and that's it. No, that's not how that fucking works. Making $20,000 a month, that's like the end result. There's a whole bunch of shit that goes into that. You still need certain skills. The ability to sell, communicate your ideas, communicate properly. That's a lot. So when it comes to this 1,000 days of live streaming, I'm thinking to myself, how am I effectively going to do this? Before I used to think, let's just go, let's just do it. let's do it, let's do it. But no, today and this era, no. Why? Because like if I'm going to do this for the long term, okay, I'm setting up to say 1,000 days. 1,000 days. 1,000 days. Do you know how long that is? That's almost 3 years. That's almost 3 fucking years. Almost 3 years of turning on this camera. Almost 3 years of going live every fucking day. That's 3 years. That's 3 fucking years. Can you do that? That's really hard. That for me is like climbing Mount Everest right now at this time. It's really hard. That's really fucking hard. That's really, really hard, man. And so there's a part of me that knows, okay, like if I'm going to be doing this, if I'm really legitimately, seriously going to do this, I need the right gear to do this. I believe, at least in my head, that I need the right equipment because I'm saying I'm going to do this for the long term. This isn't just an experiment now. I've already been doing live streaming for the last, 50, almost 60 days. So that's easy. But where is this going now? It's like I'm just doing this and I'm warming up, but there's no, it's like drifting, you know? Am I really just going to be EFT tapping for the rest of my life? Or am I going to be saying, hey, this is why I'm doing this. And this is where I'm going with this. This is the story arc. This is the story arc behind everything. Making sure that I have that really fine-tuned and detailed. So I'm here now, thinking to myself, if I'm going to do 1,000 days of live streaming, I have to really prepare myself for this psychologically, because this can be a really big fucking challenge. This could be a very big challenge to do this kind of work every fucking day. Every day. This can be really hard. Or it can be really easy. It's really just a matter of, do I turn on the fucking camera or not? Do I just sit here and just show, all right, this is it. This is it, man. 4 o'clock, it's not sexy. It's fucking, it's tough. But this is it. So 1,000 days of live streaming, what is that really going to require? You know? What is that really going to require? I got to talk to ChatGPT. I have my ChatGPT set up in such a way that it's like my assistant. So I bounce ideas off of ChatGPT. So if you hear me now during this one, it's just me bouncing ideas off, because I don't really have anyone to throw these ideas at. So the best thing for me to do is just to talk to ChatGPT. So, and I'll share my screen when I have better computing power. But right now, to share my screen is a big mistake. Everything slows down significantly. Okay, so I am EFT tapping on today's live stream about procrastination and waiting for the perfect moment, waiting for the perfect timing to do something. In the past, I have done things to where I just took action. and I just did my best to execute. However, that would never last long because I would get burnt out because I didn't have a system. And now at this stage of my life, I absolutely 100% recognize the importance of having systems. There's no denying this. Having systems is absolutely critical. Period. And as I'm talking to the camera on this live stream, I'm basically acknowledging that how I've done it before, I don't know if that's going to serve me now, especially as I am intending sincerely to do 1,000 days of live streaming, which I think can be very challenging, but also very rewarding. And I am wondering if 1,000 days of live streaming requires a completely different mindset, period. And here's what I mean, period. Before, I would normally just jump into something, get the bare minimum equipment, and then just go, right? And I didn't have any systems, and I would just piece things together as I went along, period. Now, at this stage of my life, at 37 years old, I'm thinking, if I'm going to do 1,000 days of live streaming, is that the equivalent of building a house or climbing Mount Everest? Building a house or climbing Mount Everest? Question mark. And if the 1,000 days of live streaming, the series is going to be going north, day 1 of 1,000, all the way to day 1,000 of 1,000 and beyond, right? Day 10,000 of 1,000, comma, what is that really going to entail? What is that going to require of me? And so I was thinking about this, and I was thinking, okay, instead of just preemptively saying, I'm just going to start live streaming the whole idea right now, I think I have to really prepare for this. And I think I am going to need the right equipment, which means selling the MacBook M1 and getting the M2 Ultra, even if it's refurbished. That means selling the iPad and getting the Shure MV7 Plus microphone, comma, that means getting a prompter and all these other tools that I'm intending to get to showcase what I'm doing and to showcase the process of building systems and how systems can take you from nowhere to somewhere. And even the systems that we already have inside of us are mental operating systems. You know, those are still mental operating systems. And it's up to us to become aware of the systems that we're running on and change the programs that we're running on. ... So I'm thinking in my head, if I were to treat this like building a house or building a rocket ship or, building this into a business, what is really going to be required of me to do this? Or if I think about this as climbing Mount Everest, what is this really going to require of me? And I think that this is going to require of me to perhaps change my mindset and think, hey, am I really procrastinating by waiting for the equipment to come in to now start recording the series? Or am I being more strategic this time around and saying that I'm going through this idea phase now. I'm gathering all of the materials to build this house or to climb Mount Everest or to make it to True North, right? So if I'm really like a camper or a backpacker, and I use that analogy of, you know how we use that analogy like building bridges to reach True North? Well, what if this is another bridge where I have to get the bricks? And the bricks, in this case, or the materials to make the bricks, are the right computer, the right camera, the right audio, etc., etc. New line. But then again, is this a perfectionist part? Question mark. Is this me procrastinating? Question mark. Or am I right in my thinking by saying I'm going to make sure that I have the equipment first and then showcase that entire process from there? Because like how I'm already at day almost 60 of live streaming. So is it really a procrastination or a perfectionist problem? Or is it that in order for me now to really make it to the long term, I need to treat this as an investment? And 1,000 days is an investment of my time. 1,000 days is an investment in the equipment, in the tools that I use to build this house and to document me going north to my true north, fulfilling my dharma in essence. ... Thoughts on that? Could you grade also? Question mark. New line. Could you also grade out of 100% how logical my thinking is in that I'm intending to wait for the computer equipment to come in, which I should have it ordered. I'm waiting for the cash first. Once the cash comes in, I'll order everything. And once I order everything, then that'll probably be within the next 2 weeks or less. Hopefully, I hope within the next 2 weeks or less. ... Is this me waiting too long? Or is this me waiting for perfection? Or is this logical? Question mark. Like, would I rather wait 2 weeks, get the equipment, and then show the entire process from there and, show the buildup leading to that point? Or would I rather show me just doing this as it is right now, even if I don't have the equipment or whatever, and I'm using the equipment that I currently have, and then wait for Black Friday sale, which is 11 months from now. ... Wouldn't that be procrastination? Question mark. Wouldn't that be perfection? Question mark. To wait for the right moment to save some money versus, okay, as soon as I get this cash, I'm going to do this now, and I'm going to make the move now, and I'm going to make sure that I don't lose that 11 months, and I just fucking go from there. As long as I have the tools to build the house, I have the idea of what I want to accomplish here, I'm just going to go for it. ... Please grade out of 100% my thinking and how logical it is. Yeah, I'm considering if it is logical or not. Is it logical? Does this make sense to do this? Like this? I don't know. I really don't know. And this is the trap sometimes. It's, like you could take action right now, sure. But if you're really intending to do this as a real thing, is that the smart thing to do, to wait or to just go now? Or is it smarter to get everything together? Like if you're really preparing for Mount Everest, you're not going to fucking just go to Mount Everest, unprepared. You're going to make sure you got that motherfucker right, Let's see here. That's actually really easy. Nope. Mm. Okay. Oh shit. Fuck. All right. Okay, so what does ChatGPT say here? Highly logical with one predictable trap. What's logical? Why you're not crazy. 1,000 days is an endurance sport. Endurance requires systems, not vibes. Your Everest house analogy is accurate. Upgrading to a setup that reduces friction, failures, crashes, bad audio, weird cables, weak lighting is a real form of preparation. Saying, I'll buy it as soon as cash arrives is decisive, not someday. The trap where this becomes procrastination. Gear is an infinite rabbit hole. There will always be a better mic, better camera, better dock, better lighting. If you pause the mission until the setup is perfect, the habit weakens. The audience doesn't reward perfect gear. They reward clarity, consistency, and emotional resonance. Audio matters most. Video second, everything else is gravy. I agree. The clean rule that keeps you honest. If your current setup lets you stream reliably today, you keep streaming today. You're allowed to upgrade in parallel, but you don't pause the reps. If your current setup lets you stream reliably today, you keep streaming today. You're allowed to upgrade in parallel, but you don't pause the reps. Think of it like training. Streaming daily, the workout. Gear upgrades, better shoes, better gym. You don't stop training because your shoes aren't perfect. What I do in your exact situation, simple plan, keep going now, no pause, stream with what you have for the next 2 weeks. Make the upgrade part of the story. Day 58 out of 1,000, building the studio so I can go the distance. This actually adds meaning to the series. Set a hard purchase trigger date. Trigger cash lands, order within 24 hours of cash landing, install window 1 weekend. That prevents drifting into someday. What to say on stream so viewers get it. Something like, I used to rely on raw motivation and burnout. This time I'm building the systems in the studio that make consistency inevitable. I'm not waiting for perfect. I'm removing friction so I can do this for 1,000 days. Final answer, are you waiting too long? No. 2 weeks for reliability upgrades is reasonable as long as you keep streaming during the wait. Waiting 11 months for a set would be procrastination in disguise. Okay, so a clarifying question on that then is, if I have been doing about 58 days of live streaming right now, where every single day I've uploaded one video, do I, when the equipment comes in and I set everything up, do I continue on as if it's like day 60, 70 or whatever, or do I literally just say, all right, day 1 from the moment I get the equipment or the moment I make the purchase, or, you know, like, how should I work that? Question mark. Do I go day 1 when all the equipment comes in and then I track the journey from there? Or do I say we start now? We already started from November 24th or November 17th or whatever the day was. Question mark. So this procrastination, there is this procrastination, but there's also not procrastination, right? Maybe it's just me overthinking it. Maybe it's just a little bit more like, okay, this is, mm, mm, mm. Okay, that's cool. I can agree with that. I can agree with that. So it says here, exact phrasing you can say once in your official start date. Use the date you consider the true beginning of the streak. If you've been live every day, start from your first live stream day. If it's uploaded one video daily, not always live, start from your first daily upload day. So let's see here then. Let's see here. Okay, never mind. Please look at these two screenshots now, and based on your thing about why this is the best move of when to start or like document, please look over these two screenshots now. ... If you're saying that the counter does not reset just because I get new equipment, comma, then please tell me, how should I package this? Question mark. What should be the official start date? Question mark. Should I be considering from the first upload to the channel or from the very first live stream? Question mark. So look at the two screenshots and determine what should be my official start date from, and then what should be today's date, basically, which is the 10th of January, question mark, 2026. ... Yeah, that makes sense. I've already made it past 50 days of live streaming or uploading every single day. So that's pretty easy to do. That's really easy. That's becoming, it's a habit now. It's just what I do. That's easy. That's pretty easy. I don't know if I've ever really been one to procrastinate, to be honest. I think this procrastination. Procrastination. I don't know. I don't know if I can say that I've been procrastinating. Have I been? I don't know. I've been trying to take action, but I think I've been complicating it too much. I think I've been creating my own detours, you know? Like a few weeks ago, it was that all I had to do to return back to trading was get the fucking working procedures connected to the prompts for the strategy development loop module that I created. And then there was so much resistance. There was so much, again, because I had my daughter taken away. I couldn't focus. I could not focus. And at the same time, I needed something. I needed some sort of a way to help myself get back on track here. I needed something that I can do to get on track. So I started tapping again, like every day. Before, it was very difficult for me to wake up at 4, but I just started tapping and I was able to clear that internal resistance. Now I'm waking up at 4. So I think I can use EFT tapping as a tool to overcome these, roadblocks. Whenever I don't feel like doing something, I'm just thinking to myself, I'm just thinking a lot right now. I'm thinking, what is my real issue? Maybe it's complicating things, I don't know. But I do have this idea for this system. I want to show this. I want to show this to my kids. I want to show this, like, hey, this is what's happening. This is what's going on. I don't know. Before in the past, you see, I would try to delete these videos and I would be thinking, okay, do I delete these videos or not? I think it's just me wanting to be perfect or something. I don't know. And is it ever going to be that? Is it really ever going to honestly be that? No, it's not. I'm aware of that. I know it's never going to be perfect. I know it's not going to be perfect. I'm aware. It's not going to be perfect. But am I okay with that? Yeah. I'm okay. I'm okay for it to not be perfect. I'm all right with that. I can accept that it's not going to be perfect, you know? I can accept that this is what it is. It's not going to be perfect. I'm okay. I accept it. I'm okay and I accept it. I accept that it's not going to be perfect. I accept that maybe not even every day I'll be able to live stream, because if I get deported, I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know. Like, how would that logistically work if I'm deported? I need stable internet. I need a stable environment. And I just don't know. I really don't know what the next 1,000 days is going to hold. And I think maybe this is leading to me overthinking this a lot. How am I going to really do this? How do I do this? How do I actually make this happen and make this work? I don't know. I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm not quite certain. There's a lot of ideas coming into my head again. This is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. There's an abundance of work. And I'm just doing my best to make sure that I have the right systems this time to not sabotage. And I hope that my systems are strong enough and well built enough to help me go the distance. Because I want to go the distance this time. This time, I want to go the distance. This time, I'm I definitely got off of YouTube because at that time I was not at all happy with YouTube shutting down people's channels just because. And that felt like really, whoa, you're like abusing your authority here. And I think everyone has the right to say something, right? As long as it's not fucking terrorist or whatever. And you're showing harm on the internet. I think as long as you're coming from a sincere place, I think it should be fine. Like David Icke, his channel got banned. And that was around the time when he was talking about COVID and how there is no COVID. And his content got banned. And this guy is doing speeches all over. And he was banned. So, when I think about this, I think I don't want to necessarily be dependent on the YouTube, right? I'm not going to build this thing to be dependent on the YouTube. I'm doing this for, there's got to be a different way to do this. Going north. Okay, if you had to grade out of 100% the difference between the YouTube series idea going north and going the distance, comma, which is more compelling and which is more accurate to fit what I'm doing for the 1,000 live streams and the the concept that I have for the systems and all that stuff, which, by the way, I think I would be doing systems to help people with their purpose. So it could be content creators, it could be business people, it could be anyone in the creative space, it could be anyone that's had issues with inconsistency that needs to be consistent. Students, for example. So this would be about like emphasizing systems for a specific purpose, systems to help someone fulfill their purpose. What is their purpose at that time? Maybe it could even be fulfilling their life purpose. I don't know. But that's pretty much the general theme. So what would be the right idea here? And also documenting too, me and where I'm going. And the whole point of everything that we've been working through the last year and couple months. Question mark. Maybe it's doubt. Maybe it's me doubting myself and whether or not I can go the distance. I do acknowledge that. I acknowledge what I feel about that. I acknowledge that, like, shit, it's really hard to do this stuff. Ah. Is that series playlist title currently taken, Going North? Or that series concept currently taken on the internet? Question mark. I'm just asking this to avoid copyright or like IP issues. ... Also, can you suggest something in addition to Going North, like to make the title or the series like 100 out of 100? Question mark. Yeah, I don't know. Can I be consistent with this? Can I do this? When I think about 1,000 days, holy fuck. Is that why I'm procrastinating? Maybe. But what if I just take it 100 days at a time? Right. Instead of seeing it as 1,000 days, that's like 3 fucking years. Why don't we just see this as 100 days? It's basically one fiscal quarter. Let me just take it as one fiscal quarter, basically. 1,000 fucking days. Oh, maybe that's why I'm procrastinating. Maybe that's why I believed I was procrastinating, is because when I think about how long that is, it makes me think, holy fuck. Holy fuck. Can I really handle that? Can I really do all that? That's a lot. That's a whole lot. That's a whole lot of fucking work. Maybe there is a different idea. Maybe there is a different way of seeing this. Maybe the best way to see this is to break this down in chunks. Right, why not just call it like document? Why not just call it documenting and creating colon day X of 1000 of 1000 question mark? Or why not say something like ascending north or all systems north colon day X of 1000 question mark? Yeah, can't do this again. This was definitely cutting my focus here. And my focus is on doing this. This is my inner work. Although I am curious. I am very curious. Yeah. And is someone taking that idea already? Question mark. All systems north? Question mark. No, I don't think it's procrastination. I think it's strategizing, but you don't want to strategize for too long. You never want to strategize for too long. You want to give yourself some time to really ideate and sharpen the blade, yes. That makes me think about that Abraham Lincoln quote about if you give me 6 hours to chop a tree, I'm going to spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. That means that a majority of this time is really spent on understanding what you're trying to accomplish and getting very clear on that. What am I trying to accomplish here? What is my what and what is my why? And how can I remind myself of that every single day? That's very important. That's really important. I have to remind myself of that every day. Right. All systems north. I like that. All systems north. All systems true north. All systems north. Can I even handle that? I don't know. I don't know if I'm capable of handling that, to be honest. I don't know how I would handle that. Can I handle that? Am I capable of this? I don't know. I do not know. Maybe I'm scared. Maybe I'm scared that like doing this is gonna show and prove that I suck. Maybe doing this 1,000 days of live streaming is gonna really prove that I suck. I don't know. I don't know. Like, am I the real deal here, or am I full of shit? And this is now in my head, which is great because now I can tap on this. Oh, that could even be a podcast title too. That could even be a podcast title. All Systems North. That's great. That's really good. Then that's wonderful. Then I want to create a podcast as well that says All Systems North with Gabriel Sarah, day X of 1000. All Systems North, day X of 1000. Okay, this is not a good idea. No. Yeah. Gotta figure that out. I can do this. If I just break this down into chunks, if I break this down into quarters, I think I can do this. All Systems North. Right. All Systems North. All Systems North. All Systems North. All Systems North. this procrastination, even though I'm procrastinating. No, that's not the truth. Yeah, this time I underestimating. Even though I underestimated what it takes to succeed. There you go. Even though I underestimated what it takes to succeed, I enter this endeavor with respect and reverence now. Even though I underestimated what it takes to succeed, I enter this endeavor with respect and reverence now. Even though I underestimated what it takes to succeed, I enter this endeavor with respect and reverence now. Even though I underestimated what it takes to succeed, I enter this endeavor with respect and reverence now. Even though I underestimated what it takes to succeed, I enter this endeavor with respect and reverence now. Even though I underestimated what it takes to succeed, I enter this endeavor with respect and reverence now. Even though I underestimated what it takes to succeed, I enter this endeavor with respect and reverence now. Even though I underestimated what it takes to succeed, I enter this endeavor with respect and reverence now. Even though I underestimated what it takes to succeed, I enter this endeavor with respect and reverence now. Even though I underestimated what it takes to succeed, I enter this endeavor with respect and reverence now. Even though I underestimated what it takes to succeed, I enter this endeavor with respect and reverence now. Even though I underestimated what it takes to succeed, I enter this endeavor with respect and reverence now. Even though I underestimated what it takes to succeed, I enter this endeavor with respect and reverence now. Even though I underestimated what it takes to succeed, I enter this endeavor with respect and reverence now. Even though I underestimated what it takes to succeed, I enter this endeavor with respect and reverence now. Even though I underestimated what it takes to succeed, I enter this endeavor with respect and reverence now. Even though I underestimated what it takes to succeed, I enter this endeavor with respect and reverence now. Even though I underestimated what it takes to succeed, I enter this endeavor with respect and reverence now. Even though I underestimated what it takes to succeed, I enter this endeavor with respect and reverence now. Even though I underestimated what it takes to succeed, I enter this endeavor with respect and reverence now. Even though I underestimated what it takes to succeed, I enter this endeavor with respect and reverence now. Even though I underestimated what it takes to succeed, I enter this endeavor with respect and reverence now. Even though I underestimated what it takes to succeed, I enter this endeavor with respect and reverence now. Even though I underestimated what it takes to succeed, I enter this endeavor with respect and reverence now. Even though I underestimated what it takes to succeed, I enter this endeavor with respect and reverence now. Even though I underestimated what it takes to succeed, I enter this endeavor with respect and reverence now. Even though I underestimated what it takes to succeed, I enter this endeavor with respect and reverence now. Even though I underestimated what it takes to succeed, I enter this endeavor with respect and reverence now. Even though I underestimated what it takes to succeed, I enter this endeavor with respect and reverence now. Even though I underestimated what it takes to succeed, I enter this endeavor with respect and reverence now. Even though I underestimated what it takes to succeed, I enter this endeavor with respect and reverence now. Even though I underestimated what it takes to succeed, I enter this endeavor with respect and reverence now. Even though I underestimated what it takes to succeed, I enter this endeavor with respect and reverence now. There's so many variables that I cannot control. What if the internet goes out? What if the fucking electricity goes out? Because that happens when it rains sometimes here. When there's enough wind, the internet cuts out, the electricity cuts out. What am I going to do? How would I handle that? I would just have to really just acknowledge that it's not going to be perfect. It's going to be 1,000 days of imperfection. It's not going to be perfect. It's really not going to be perfect. There's going to be a majority of good days, sure, but otherwise, it's not going to be perfect. There's a lot of moving parts here to doing social media and personal branding. It's fucking work. And I really gotta just take it one thing at a time. One day at a time. One thing at a time. One brick. It's gotta literally just be one fucking brick up per day or something, you know? And just strike and let it go. Strike and let it go. Strike and let it go. And maybe from there, I just say, okay, it's not about the amount of time that I'm live streaming. It's about the output. I got to change that thinking. It's not about the time. It's not about going from 4:30 to 12. It's about, am I fucking doing the thing? Am I documenting the thing? Am I documenting the work? Am I doing the work? And that's it. I'm going to keep the camera going, and I'm going to show my process. That's got to be really it. I just got to show that fucking process, you know? And I'm a bit intimidated. Like, what if I do go through this and I do this and then I show I can't hang. I don't have what it takes. What if I don't have what it takes? And if I think about 1,000 days and I'm only at day 53, fuck. You know? But I'm halfway to 10% done. So, you know, think about it like that, right? If I make it to 100 days, that's already 10%. It's just now getting the fucking thing done. Can I really do this? I don't know. I don't know. That's really like now kind of getting me. Can I really legitimately do this? You know, I'm gonna definitely need support here. Shit. And it's not just me creating a brand. No, I'm gonna get back to trading. I'm gonna get back to this. This is where unless I'm making so much money from fucking YouTube and systems, my intention is to go back to trading. Like, I cannot. There's no way I can do this on my own. You know? There's no way. There's no way. You can't do a 30-person team on your own. I'm going to need AI. I'm going to need ChatGPT. I'm going to need to have agents. I'm going to need to build my own agents. That's the only way I'm going to do this. It's the only way. And I got to make sure that I really have a very clear what and why. What am I doing? Why am I doing this? Here's what I'm doing. Here's why I'm doing this. Here is what I'm doing, and here's why I'm doing this. It's got to be it. Here's what I'm doing, here's why. 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 Today is day of, you know. And what if I want to do a podcast? Shit. That's another question too. Okay, now what if I want to do a podcast And I want to bring that into the live stream, and I want to have audio that I can just podcast. Question mark. Should I really go off of day X of 1000? Like in this example, day 54 of 1000 whenever I start the podcast? Or do I start from day 1 of 1000? Question mark. With a podcast? Question mark. Like, do I reset everything just for a podcast and for the equipment to document the journey? Or do I just go on as I go along? Question mark. I think this is much more helpful to have, at least, even if it's an AI chatbot, it's much more helpful to have an AI chatbot than to fucking be thinking about this in my head by myself. You know? Even if it may not be highly accurate, it's fine. No human is accurate. You know? No fucking human is accurate. Yeah, that's part of me that's nervous now. Fuck. Do I have what it takes to do that? Shit. I don't know. I do not know. Okay, another question is, colon, I have for the most part been doing daily EFT tapping on the live stream. And then maybe in the last couple of days, I started doing EFT tapping live stream and then also a live stream for deep work. Comma. Is it better to have one long stream now moving forward, combining like going north and like everything that I do in a day? And if so, do I delete the deep work live streams that I have already so far, which is maybe like 3 or 4, and just make sure that the EFT streams are numbered by the day? And then now I transition officially into going north, or all systems north, starting from today? Question mark. Is there such thing as an All Systems North podcast? Oh shit, it's already 6:30. All right, this has got to be it for the podcast. I mean, for the EFT. Mm. Okay, so to confirm, you're saying that it's better to have one flagship stream that happens every day, and it's all systems north, day 53 of 1000, and I basically combine everything that I do, my whole routine for the day, starting from inner work to workout to deep work, and showing what I have built and document how I build systems, and then I create content at scale using systems. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Man, this is work. Yeah. It takes a lot of respect to do this. And I think this is actually, I have to get into state now. I really do. This is it. This is the work now. This is really it. I have to prime myself now. And I have to get into a very good, beautiful state now to do this. Because this is a serious undertaking. 1,000 days of live streaming, holy shit. That's a lot. That's really a lot. That's a whole lot. Okay, let's go. All systems north. Let's go. We can do that. I'm open to that. I'm willing to do that. Even though I'm a bit intimidated and I'm scared about what it's going to say about me if I can't do it, I choose to love myself anyway. Even though there's that part of me that feels like I don't know if I can do this, I choose to take it one day at a time. Even though there's a part of me that doubts whether I can do 1,000 consecutive days of uploading and live streaming, I choose to take it one day at a time. I just have to put another link on the chain. Just keep doing it. Just keep showing up. Make it the goal. Just keep showing up. What if I miss a day? Maybe it's just 1,000 streams total. Could I do that? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Fuck. 1,000 days. God, I need help with this one. Mother Mary, I really need help with this one now. I don't know if I could do this. But I do want to do it also. I do want to do like mantras. I want to do praying. I want to really bless this channel with a whole bunch of mantras and prayers and everything. I want to fill this container with as much good energy as possible. That is my goal for sure. As much good energy as possible. As much good energy as I possibly can. I choose to do this with great love in my heart. And I choose to really lock in with great love in my heart. Great love in my heart. So it's going to be, right, this is all it is. It's just a working procedure. It's just a working procedure, Gabriel. It's just working procedure after working procedure after working procedure after working procedure. That's it, man. Print out the working procedures. Get it done. We print out the working procedures. We get it done. We print out our working procedures. We get it done. We print out our working procedures and we get it done. We print out our working procedures and we get the work done. Take it one day at a time. Focus on one quarter at a time, one day at a time. Break it up into chunks. Yes, even though this is a big undertaking, I acknowledge this with respect and reverence. I treat this with a lot of respect and reverence. I do this from a good inner state. I treat this with a lot of peace, a lot of joy, a lot of love in my heart, and a lot of light. Showing the process of getting myself unfucked to getting back into the right state. Just one day at a time. What if it goes nowhere? What if I wasted my time? What if I'm worse off for it? What if I don't have cash to keep going with this? I don't know. I just gotta keep going. I just gotta keep going and just trust. I have to have faith and just be vulnerable and ask, just like the Amanda Palmer TED Talk. And I'll let it be. Violet flame, dissolve, consume, annihilate, obliterate, and transmute. My fear of success from my body, mind, feeling world, and spirit, from my nervous system, from every heart and mind across the universe. Produce your perfection into and around me. In the name of God and my mighty I am presence that I am, I command, declare, and decree that I am rewiring my identity to hold success. I am rewiring my identity to handle great success. I am rewiring my identity and my nervous system to manifest great success. I am rewiring my identity and recalibrating my nervous system to handle great success now. In the name of God and my mighty I am presence that I am, I command, declare, and decree that I am rewiring my identity and recalibrating my nervous system to handle great success now. In the name of God and my mighty I am presence that I am, I command, declare, and decree that I am rewiring my identity and recalibrating my nervous system to handle great success now. In the name of God and my mighty I am presence that I am, I command, declare, and decree that I am rewiring my identity and recalibrating my nervous system to handle great success now. In the name of God and my mighty I am presence that I am, I command, declare, and decree that I am rewiring my identity and recalibrating my nervous system to handle great success now. In the name of God and my mighty I am presence that I am, I command, declare, and decree that I am rewiring my identity and recalibrating my nervous system to handle great success now. In the name of God and my mighty I am presence that I am, I command, declare, and decree that I am rewiring my identity and recalibrating my nervous system to handle great success now. I am rewiring myself to handle great success now. Handling great success now. I am recalibrating myself to handle great success now. Handling great success now. Massive success now. I am rewiring my identity and recalibrating my nervous system to handle great success now. Yes, maybe there was this procrastination idea in my head that I am procrastinating to take action because, I'm waiting for the right equipment or whatever. But now, if I really think about it, maybe it's just that I was scared. Maybe I was just really scared and intimidated. Like, damn, if I really do show all of this on camera, if I really do go through this fucking process and all the mental shit that I go through, and I fail, what does that say about me? What if I fucking suck? What if I suck ass? I don't know. What if it all comes together at the end though? What if I literally have no one watching? And what if I have no one subscribing for 800 fucking days? And then all of a sudden it compounds and fucking skyrockets. I don't know. How am I gonna handle this though? I gotta take it one day at a time. I gotta just look to myself as, hey, I'm building this thing. I know what direction I want to go to for my life. Can I handle it? Gotta just be able to handle it. And I choose to be the type of person that is able to handle it. Now that I'm regulating my nervous system to handle great success, I can handle this 1,000 live stream endeavor. Now that I'm calibrating my nervous system to handle this success, now that I'm calibrating my nervous system to handle this endeavor, I can move forward with ease and divine grace. Now that I'm calibrating my nervous system to handle this endeavor, I can move forward with ease and divine grace. Now that I'm calibrating my nervous system to handle this endeavor, I can move forward with ease and divine grace. Now that I'm calibrating my nervous system to handle great success, I can move forward with ease and divine grace. Now that I'm calibrating my nervous system to handle great success, I can move forward with ease and divine grace. Now that I am calibrating my nervous system to handle this endeavor, I can move forward with ease and divine grace. Now that I am calibrating my nervous system, now that my nervous system is recalibrating to handle this endeavor, I move forward with ease and divine grace. Now that my nervous system is recalibrating to handle this endeavor, I move forward with ease and divine grace. Now that my nervous system is recalibrating to handle this endeavor, I move forward with ease and divine grace. Now that my nervous system is recalibrating to handle this endeavor, I move forward with ease and divine grace. Now that my nervous system is recalibrating to handle this endeavor, I move forward with ease and divine grace. Now that my nervous system is recalibrating to handle this endeavor, I move forward with ease and divine grace. Now that my nervous system is recalibrating to handle this endeavor, I move forward with ease and divine grace. Now that my nervous system is recalibrating to handle this endeavor, I move forward with ease and divine grace. Now that my nervous system is recalibrating to handle this endeavor, I move forward with ease and divine grace. Now that my nervous system is recalibrating to handle this endeavor, I move forward with ease and divine grace. Now that my nervous system is recalibrating to handle this endeavor, I move forward with ease and divine grace. Now that my nervous system is recalibrating to handle this endeavor, I move forward with ease and divine grace. Now that my nervous system is recalibrating to handle this endeavor, I move forward with ease and divine grace. Now that my nervous system is recalibrating to handle this endeavor, I move forward with ease and divine grace. Now that my nervous system is recalibrating to handle this endeavor, I move forward with ease and divine grace. Now that my nervous system is recalibrating to handle this endeavor, I move forward with ease and divine grace. Now that my nervous system is recalibrating to handle this endeavor, I move forward with ease and divine grace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now that my nervous system is recalibrating to handle this endeavor, I move forward with ease and divine grace. Now that my nervous system is recalibrating to handle this endeavor, I move forward with ease and divine grace. Now that my nervous system is recalibrating to handle this endeavor, I move forward with ease and divine grace. Now that my nervous system is recalibrating to handle this endeavor, I move forward with ease and divine grace. Thank you. All right, that's it. I gotta go. Today is no deep work because I got other things to do. Today is more personal buffer day. That's from Dan Sullivan, just to make sure that I'm not, no one is saying I'm stealing their shit. Personal buffer day. All right. Yeah, that's it. All right, done.